like that person
Well,
anymore.
after 4 months, you were called into the office, weren't you? And you thought, oh, well, this is it then.
Well, we had a new governor, a new executive producer, and I was called in, and I thought, they normally, if they're going to get rid of you and not going to renew your contract, they tell the agent, but they called me, and I thought, well, because I've been around forever and a day, they're going to kind of show me a bit of respect and say it was very nice, Barbara. And as I walked in, and I said, oh, how do you do, ma'am? Because old-fashioned, ma'am, don't call... So, oh, hello, Corinne, which is how they talk now. They use their first, go, hello, to the governor, hello, Deirdre, hello, Bright. It's so funny to me. So I went, oh, hello, ma'am. So she said... I just want to say, whoever chose you for this, and I thought the next one was going to be, they made a mistake.
Oh, no.
She said they deserve a medal. She said, you are so right, and you've come in, and you've kept your head down, and you've done what we've asked you, and now I'm going to make you the landlady of the Vic. And I kept that to myself for 2 weeks, yeah.
The rest, of course, is history, because we know how popular she became and how brilliant you were doing it. So you've explained to us the difficulty of making the decision that enough was enough and that you were going to go.
Yes.
But it's in the papers today saying that you had to keep it to yourself.
Well, they've misquoted, as they were, but that's OK. I did pretty OK with the papers this weekend, you know, but that's a misquote. What I said when I went to them, they were, oh, my God, what do you mean? You're going? And then they offered me a year off and a 2, and I said, no, if I go for just those times, I'll be thinking when I come back, you see. I need to get rid of her. I don't want to, I desperately don't want to, but I need to get rid of her. And they didn't want me to tell anybody, so I kept it a secret. And that was because unbeknown to me, it was all changing. Backstage, I call it backstage, you know, it was all changing and getting a new executive producer in, and I couldn't have come. And also, I've only just found out I was the killer of Archie. Now, that's an exclusive. I'm not told. I didn't know that till last week.
What?
I was going to be the killer.
Were you?
So I'd messed the whole storyline up. That's why to take that out of context was wrong. Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, they must have been gutted then. They've written it all around you being the killer.
It crime of passion, Phil.
Oh, no. Oh, now it all falls into place.
Yeah, see, so it all messed up tremendously for them. So they were in a state. And, of course, I also felt that I was being unfaithful to them because they'd been so good. I got my little house for the first time without a mortgage. So that was all Eastenders. Whether you've worked hard, you know what it's great, you know, so there we go.
Quite incredible, though, that actually the storyline for your exit, because obviously everybody's going, what's going to happen?
I thought
and it was hugely anticipated, but it never leaked, it never came out.
And, you know, I said that. They said, well, the press do have a respect for you, I suppose, ageing old sector.
Well, yeah.
Well, they do now, you know. I support old couch and been going forever. Let's show a bit of respect, you know. So, yeah, I was very, very thrilled that. But I genuinely thought I was going to go up and I said, no, don't tell me, I don't want to know. I said, OK. And I never got the script until the week before we started, you see.
Well, we were all convinced. The minute someone says there's a fire in the Vic, you're going to go up in smoke.
Yeah, so I did. And then they said, no, you're not going to.
And the filming was interesting because the dear old Queen Vic refused to burn.
Oh, you know about that? Oh, my God, yes. On the night, we had between midnight and 3 o'clock to do it. So we're all ready, all the, you know, the pyrotechnics, everything is in place. Everything is in place. And it was funny because we just heard all the cheers of Big Brother was on the other studio, you know, and just as they go rolling, tape, the whole of Elstree, blacked out. All the lights went, the electricity went, and that was everywhere. And we sat there, couldn't get hold of anybody to say what, you know. And so it came back exactly an hour and 3/4 later. And oh, thank God, still got an hour and a half to go. And then just as we rolled again, I swear to God, I do not lie, the heavens opened. Oh. And we all looked and said, she's not going to go down.
She doesn't want to go.
That old lady, it's a bit like me, you know.
It must have been pretty emotional seeing the Queen Vic up in flames because of you know, the history and the scenes that have been filmed in there.
I've held it together until I walked into that Vic.
Yeah.
And we filmed it over Elstree on the George Lucas set, you know, just specially. Did it? Yeah. So, yes, where you do ice skating, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. And I just had to stand there I sobbed and sobbed and so couldn't stop it. I thought, this is my fault. I've put all those lovely essays out of work. That's all I was thinking about.
Oh.
Things like that.
So,
but,
so were you happy with the way? Because we, as we said, then we thought she was going to perish in the fire, which she didn't.
Yes.
And then the next day we were watching on Friday, and you walked into the pub in your white suit. The only person who could walk into a burnt-out pub in a white suit
you know
and not
what
get a mark on her.
That was a little idea of mine about a week before. I said, here, I've got nothing to wear. It's all gone up in flames. They said, let's put a little scene in the laundrette. So I went in with a bit of cleaning to Dot, and I was thrilled because I got another scene with June Brown. I always want a scene with her, you know. So that was it. So we put that in. So I could go out looking okay. And contrary to what the papers think, my wigs did singe. I went through 4 wigs.
Did you?
Yeah. And then we thought, I said, well, the next day, and they said, well, if we feel that she's just washed her hair and tried to make something of her, stuck a cardi on, which was one of Ronnie's, you know. So, I mean, I think people tried to pick holes, but they weren't. I thought of every single detail.
I wanted her to, when she walked off that final scene, to know that she maybe had a mobile phone in her pocket, and then when she arrived safely wherever she was going to go,
I know.
she'd phone them up and say, it's all right, I'm here.
I know. I don't know what happens, you see, after I leave. I don't know if I do that. I don't think I go to Sal's. I don't know. I've no idea. But that's okay.
I'm thinking, the fact that she didn't perish, you sort of think, maybe one day we might
you know,
hear something,
the heads have
Peggy.
said we hope to see you back, and who knows? I mean, I don't know. In my mind now, no, I've done that, but I love it too much, and I'm sure something will happen. It's the people, the camaraderie. I just love Stevie McFadden, Pam, June, the 2 girls, Ronnie and Rita. You know, I love them, Sam and Jack, all of them. We are such great
Steve's
pals.
been brilliant, hasn't he?
I had Linda Henry phoning me yesterday, played Shirley. Oh, I've only just seen it. What are you going to do? And then I had a letter from a thing from Shane Ritchie saying, oh, Barbara, that was so wonderful. Now you've sat on your fat arse long enough. Get back. I've only been out 5 weeks.
So you are going to find it difficult to get back in because you are busy doing other things, and you are now the Queen of Bingo.
Oh, darling, can you believe? You know this as an actor, as a fellow artist. You know, you do this 16 years in now. It's like a factory, and suddenly you say you're going, and this phone call comes in saying from this advertising company, we were looking for someone for Queen of Bingo. I think Barbara Windsor, but we can't have her because she's in Eastenders. And then 1 week later, my muzzle was in. I don't get that. And this wonderful advert's come in, and it allows me to be Bar again.
Oh, there you are.
Queen of Bingo.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's on the Jackpot Joy. Yeah, a giggle, everything. So I can leave that wig behind, put another one on, and be Queen of Bingo.
And the giggle is back in
Yes. So that's good for me. That is
something
really
different.
Good. Yeah.
Can you just do, when they say, right, OK, now we need the Barbara Windsor giggle, can you do that?
Well, afraid I don't. Kind of. My dad had that giggle. I'm not content with that. I wanted to celebrate my 60th year in the business, which will be this Christmas Eve. I started off in pantomime at Golders Green, and I said, wouldn't it be nice if I could do pantomime again? I'm going up to Bristol. It's the one theatre I've never played, to play Fairy Babsbo Bells in Dick Whittington.
And that's your 60th.
And that'll be on Christmas Eve, your 60th anniversary.
I'll tell you how that really came about.
that.
I'm sitting in Warhorse with Paul O'Grady, and he suddenly says, in the middle of it all, he says, here, Bar, would you do panto again? So I said, oh, I might, I don't know. So he said, well, we could still do it again, can't we? I went, yeah. I said, I'll do it if you do it. He said, I'll do it if you do it. He's doing Southampton and I'm doing Bristol.
They're not quite together.
No.
Barbara, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to have met you.
And
You're
you
so
too.
wonderful. You're brilliant.
Oh.
He's just Mr. Magnificent, isn't he?
Well,
I'm so
sweetheart.
sure this is my first proper
chit-chat.
chit-chat.
Well, it was lovely to have you here. It was a real treat, and well done. You know, congratulations.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Enjoy your
Thank
time
you.
just to relax.
That's a bit of telly history there.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, darling.
So we applauded you in, and we'll applaud you out. Barbara.
Right after the break, we put our first kitchen star finalist to the ultimate test.